announce your name and yeah, go ahead, please.
So, watching this game, you know, with the expectations that El Salvador had coming in, what expectations did you have? And it seems like your team's just stayed organized, never got out of there, never tried to do too much. How did you manage that? How did you manage the players wanting to maybe do a little more than that? Yeah. And it seemed very organized. And can you talk us through that?
Well, we have seen El Salvador playing also against Suriname. It is a very aggressive team, very South America. And the only way you can beat that kind of team is you stay organized. And on a certain moment, especially the last 25 minutes, we became better and better, I think, and we created some chances. And with all respect, we didn't give many chances away. So you're right, the organization was very good today, but it cost a lot of energy to play against a team like El Salvador.
Yes, please.
Nee, dat was it.
That's it? You can ask because you know nobody else asking.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. So, and it seemed like in the first 10, 15 minutes of the second half was where you guys got a couple of really good chances, didn't put them away, but it also seemed like you weren't trying to press too hard to put yourselves out of position to get back defensively. Is that something you talked about in the room at halftime?
No, well, I think the second half we played better than the first half.
Yes.
Both sides was a lot of working without great football, but I think the second half we created 3-4 chances. I think we played better at that time than the first half, so we were very close to score. Comparing with El Salvador, they didn't create a lot of chances. So you're right, in the beginning, I think organized was very well.
Was it Kevin?
Hello, Mauricio Ibarra, Stats Perform. Yeah. Before the start of the game, everyone was talking about the Curaçao, and everyone, the expectation was Salvador will win this game. But now everyone is thinking differently. First of all, what do you think about that? And also, what are your expectations for the next games?
Well, that's a compliment to the team, and they deserve it, because what I said, when we started with this stuff, we played 11 games, we lost only one. And we all know who played football, we know you can always lose. But organization-wise, we did really well. They played with many players behind the ball, so it was attacking-wise, it was more difficult than we used to play. But that had also to do that they play with double defenders. But beside that, still, the second half, 3-4 opportunities. We couldn't score, but I can live with 0-0.
And last, any positive feedback that you received from today's game from your team?
Well, I give them some compliments about the way they worked. I mean, we know from ourselves how difficult it is to play a team like El Salvador with a lot of aggression, a lot of energy. They don't give the time to take a look. No, you have to see it before. So, no, pleased with what they showed, especially the second half.
Thank you.
Thank you. No more questions?
So this was kind of an unexpected result from you guys. Let's just be honest with that. But so now you're where you're at. You've got the draw. A lot of times in these competitions, you can go through with 3 points. So where do you go from here, and how do you plan for the next 2 games to say, hey, we want to get through now we're playing with a little bit of house money?
No, well, we knew that we could get a result against El Salvador, no doubts about that. But that was difficult. I have to be fair to that for both teams. But I think the second half we were the better side.
And where I agree with that, Where do you go from here in the next 2 games saying, now let's try to get through?
Yeah, well, I think Canada is a total different team than El Salvador, a total different way of playing. So we will see for us it is everything a new adventure. What we can do out of a good organization. And so far they are doing well. I mean, we are so small country and yeah, they fight for the country, honestly.
No? Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Dick.
Yeah, thank you.
Not many questions, but good questions. Thank you.